Okay, so Ben and I went hunting up in North Texas. We'd arrived on site, gotten our gear set up, and we're scanning the pasture. Noticed that we had 2 sounders on the property that we were hunting, 1 sounder on the neighbor's property. The problem was it's daylight out, and making open field stalks on sounders in daylight is tough at best. And also the wind is blowing out of the north towards the hogs in the direction that we're facing. We tried to circle around and make a stalk on the first group of hogs. The cattle alerted, startled the hogs, and the hogs took off towards the fence. We've gotten to the fence. The hogs are passing through the fence.
You're at the fence?
I'm not even set up on my rifle at this point.
You're going through the fence? Can you hit them from here?
Go ahead.
No, I can't.
I can't.
So Ben didn't think he had a shot, and the hogs disappeared on us, so we stalked about 800 yards across the property, across the creek, to where the next sounder was, and by the time we got there, they had disappeared into the woods.
Boars here.
We waited in the pasture to see if anything materialized, and sure enough, there was actually a boar in the pasture with us.
Ready, sir?
So Ben's shooting a 308. He's got a brand new IR Hunter Mark III 35mm weapon sight, and I'm using the IR Hunter Mark III 60mm. And of course, I'm using the Lone Star Armory TX15 multi-purpose carbine, and I'm shooting Hornady SST 123 grain ammo. The hog is walking towards us. The wind is blowing towards the hog. And I figure he's going to spook at any time.
I'm going to whistle, and when he raises his head, shoot.
So that was my plan. And it seemed to work fairly well, with the hog hit 2 times in the face. He turned out to be a good-sized 230-pound boar. We did a little bit of necropsy work looking for one of Ben's bullets that would chase through the body, only finding a couple fragments, the rest of it having gone into the abdomen. We had not gone anywhere when we saw these coyotes coming in. We watched them come from quite a distance.
Yep.
And this is the last of us getting them to stop.
2, 1.
My coyote goes down.
Mine's running left.
And we're saving Ben's for another hunt.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
We actually spent quite a while watching hogs on 2 of the neighbors' properties. And here are the last couple hogs coming in. There's a coyote there that you see, and watch this hog go after the coyote. And its partner picks it up here.
Oh, they chased the coyote. That's cool.
Hog goes after the coyote again, and the 2 hogs head on down to return to their sounder. Which is right over here. There it is. So we waited, and eventually the coyote headed our way. We were letting it get closer, but now that he's seen us, we decided to go ahead and take our shot.
3, 2.
Wait a minute. Okay, count down.
3, 2, 1.
2 shots and 2 hits, and the coyote didn't have a chance, and of course, there go all the hogs from the neighbor's property.
There go our piggies. Do you know where a coyote is?
Roughly.
While the earlier coyote had been a male, this one was a female. With nothing else going on, we walked several hundred yards back to the truck.
Oh, that's a coyote.
It's going to get some water.
Our target's
Ben spied a hog down in the field. Did get some water, and took off after the hog that you see there. We're now down in the hay pasture.
He appears to be on our side of the road. And the trees off to the right, I think are cattle.
So as we're making our approach on the hog, notice that there's some cattle behind the hog in the trees. And so we need to change our angle of attack such that when we shoot there aren't any cattle behind the hog. And that we've done right here.
You want to move up again, or you want to take it from here?
I think we can take them from here.
Shooter ready?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Again, 2 shots and 2 hits, and it goes right down. Turned out to be a little 150-pound boar. We headed off in the direction that we'd seen another hog.
Poke from here.
Now let's move up some.
We're right next to a tank.
This will be 1 shot, okay?
1 shot.
Is the shooter ready?
Shooter's ready.
3, 2, 1.
Again, the tandem shooting works very well for a 130-pound boar. From here, we were going to circle around and head back to the truck, and Ben has gone nearly knee-deep down into a burrow. There you can see his foot deep in the ground. Fortunately, there was water in the burrow, and he didn't hit hard, and there was no injury. We got up on top of the hill, turned around, and down back where we were
250 yards from here
was another hog. This is halfway through our stalk at this point. And here we're getting set up to shoot.
Are you good?
Shooter ready.
Wait till it gets broadside. Shooter ready? 3, 2, 1.
The tandem shots did not
Thanks for the
drop him
help.
in place. My shot connects. Ben's a little bit low. We're both
On your left.
having the move position. I tell Ben that I'm coming up on his left. And before I can get set up, Ben drops it right
You
there.
got him?
He ran to us. That's great.
You know where he is?
Yeah, right in
Oh.
front of us.
You got him.
We got him.
This turned out to be a big old mature boar with a nice set of cutters. And he came in at 250 pounds. So with the tandem shooting, why didn't this hog go down right away? Well, our first 2 shots were right behind the shoulder, a little far back, but they took out the circulatory system. My running shot came in at an angle, taking out the right lung and destroying some ribs. And Ben's final shot came in at the neck that you see here. That shot put the hog down, but at that point the hog was already slowing and was actually coughing up part of its lung. Both of Ben's Aussie Ultra ACP 308 all copper bullets overpenetrated. His last shot, which went through the neck, did not produce any sort of bleeding. This indicates that at the time that the bullet impacted, the circulatory system was no longer able to function reliably enough to pump blood into the wound channel before the hog collapsed.
Yeah.
Carpe sus, my friends.